Hey y'all, this is AL Figma Dama and Cinnamon Sugar. I wasn't even gonna come on here, but I gotta make y'all laugh. Let me tell y'all what I just saw. Child, I'm backing out of my parking space. As soon as I turned back to my left, all I see in the distance is the married man and side heifers vehicles parked next to each other. And I'm just like, y'all still do this? Like, they'll literally park far away from the building, and then they will go inside of the building and then come out separately with buggies, carts, whatever you want to say, because there are some people that'll try to come at me sideways for saying buggies. But yeah, anyway, I'm just like I cannot. And then I thought about being petty, because people love to try to make it seem like you lying, even though I ain't got no reason to lie. I was gonna take a picture like I did last time, and because I had sent it to somebody, but I don't have that person to send stuff to anymore, because she only would know that these are their vehicles and this is who I'm talking about and all that or whatever. And so I was just like, since we don't talk like that no more, ain't no reason for me to send it. And as soon as I said, no, I'm not gonna park and take a picture or take video and then screen grab or whatever, do a screenshot from that to further prove, just in case I say anything to somebody at work. But yeah, I'm just like, y'all be doing the least. like he literally, and then it's crazy because y'all, as soon as I said no, I ain't gonna take no picture and continue backing out, I saw him appear from out of nowhere with a buggy. Usually, as I've seen in the past, when they go inside, he comes out first and then she come out a few minutes later. And I'm just like, child, I told y'all before, one of the times when he went in there, he came out with like a baby watermelon. And I'm like, oh, your wife or your kids wanted a little watermelon. That watermelon was so small that he could have eaten that in one sitting and still ate some stuff with it. Like, that watermelon was small. I'm pretty sure it was seedless, which is not a real, like, it's a hybrid or whatever watermelon. Child, if it ain't seeded, it ain't right. But hey, y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm just saying, it was a baby premature watermelon, and I was just like, now sir, what is going on? But anyway, I'm just looking like, Lord, here we go. So he know my car, even though there's somebody at my job who has secured the same exact vehicle that I have, same year and everything. I'm talking about down to the color. She got a dent in her car and all this other stuff. She's disabled a little bit and things like that. Could you go? What is going on? We finna miss the light because of you. Child, come on now. It's trying to rain for no reason. Move. Lord, barely made the light. I'm barely making the light. Get on now. Child, y'all, I'm sorry. I can't stand. These people just get on my nerve. And see, this other person just flew through the light behind me because we barely making the light. Lord, this light don't hold like that. And y'all driving slow and in the way. So anyway, child, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all about that. Because I was just like, I was not ready for that. But yeah, that little baby watermelon he had the last time. He had a buggy this time, a cart, whatever. And I was just like, okay. I laughed. I didn't hit him. I didn't come close to hitting him or none of that when I was backing out. I'm very aware of my surroundings. I checked everything beforehand, because like he can walk fast when he want to. He can have that pep in his step when he want to. So that's why he was able to appear from out of nowhere without me seeing at first. So yeah, y'all. I'm on my way currently to go and dry my clothes. I have protection for my clothes that will get dry just in case it rains for real while I'm out. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm starving. I'm trying not to go somewhere else and get something to eat, but I might stop and get something to eat. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because I don't want to throw up. Trying not to do that. I might go get something to eat first and then go. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm just running errands. It's a part of my errands, which I shouldn't have to do. I should have been able to wash and dry my clothes before I came back to work, without having to say, oh, I'm tired, I don't feel like it, I'm trying to catch up on my rest, I'm doing my hair, I'm doing whatever, as my excuse, which I am well within my rights to have. Because all this heifer had to do was to secure her electrician and get them to come out and rewire it. That's all they had to do. Anyway, y'all, sorry. So, yeah. If my car go over there, I'm gonna go get me some breakfast. If not, then I'm gonna just go drop my clothes. I think I need to get some breakfast though, because I'm scared I'm gonna get sick. So I'm gonna just tell y'all about some of the stuff that happened at work today. And even when I was just at Walmart. So before I, tell y'all about work, let me tell you about that, because I know I'm gonna forget. So I'm minding my business. I done got out my car and I'm walking into the store. I'm about to walk into the store. I'm crossing the street. And there's this woman who just came out of the store. And so I looked at her, she's smiling, and I said, hey, good morning, how you doing? She was like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, oh my gosh, I just can't believe that we need warm clothing right now. Like, what happened? I was like, yeah, my sentiments exactly, right? And so, like, she was just started laughing. She was like, oh my gosh, have a good day, whatever, right? So keep in mind, I don't know this woman from Adam. She talking to me and all of this. Like, it's like she kind of wanted to say something. I could tell she kind of wanted to at least speak. So that's why I went on ahead and initiated speaking. Because I'm like, why not? Whatever. It is what it is. So I went on ahead and spoke to the heifer, right? Let me start calling her a heifer. She ain't do nothing to me. I'm just saying. So that happened. So I'm at work today. And the new department was not operational. It was to the point where so I had the Wallaby candy that I told y'all about. I think it's called Wiley's Wallaby. And they're like Twizzlers, or that's the only thing I could think of. Kind of like Twizzlers, I guess. Something like that. Or licorice, in a sense. How it's made, ropes and all that stuff. But different flavors or whatever. He loves those. My friend that is getting divorced from his wife. Okay, not the dude, not the married man that I was telling y'all about, who had been asking me out on dates and all that. Not that one. My friend that works in the new department, like when he came in the door, that's the only place he ever worked. That's cool, do what you do. They outsourced, did what they needed to do to secure people. Hey, I ain't mad at it, do what you do. Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat, I'm hungry, I'm starving, all that good stuff. Don't be trying to roll up. You're doing the most stuff. You're doing the most stuff. So I told my friend, I texted my friend, I said, hey girl, tell him, his name. I said, tell him to drop by. If I don't see him, tell him to drop by the area that I was in. So we were doing what they basically like to call special projects, if you don't call it particularly what it is that we working on or whatever. So, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, have him stop by, because I wanted to just go ahead and get a candy to him. Well, I ain't gonna worry about that now. I'm gonna just go ahead and buy him some more and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna buy him some more. And so I'm gonna make him I'm gonna either just throw it all in a bag, or I'm gonna make him a basket, and it's gonna be for Father's Day for him. Y'all excuse the ashiness, because I went to the bathroom and thoroughly washed my hands, and as hot as I could get the water to be type of water. Oh, I almost forgot that this place was right here, so I got to go across. So come on in front of me, baby, you good. So so baby, what is going on here, sir? He on the phone. Oh Lord, please don't have no accident. Ain't nobody got time for this foolishness. I don't know what they doing, y'all, but I'm gonna pull over in a minute, because I need to get on my app when I'm done talking to y'all, so I can get my food and get my percentage off, because I think I'm being able to get a percentage off if I'm gonna eat at this place. So anyway, I am gonna eat at this place, so I'm gonna finish talking to y'all first and then get on there. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna get him some more. Come to think of it, I think one of them in particular, he really did already have. Now, had I been at that particular light, it wouldn't have held that long. That turning light, that's right there. Anyway, so I'm going to get him some more candy, and I'm thinking of making him a basket or doing him a bag for Father's Day. Now, he ain't done nothing to ever make me think that our friendship is some foolishness and it's going to go sideways. Like, a couple of people have been, acting funny lately or whatever. I don't think he gonna do like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he one of them people where he real and he recognize real. So hopefully we ain't gonna have to worry about no foolishness down the road. Okay? So I'm waiting on my shipment to come in that has the beard oil stuff that I told y'all that I ordered. They ended up having a sale on it and all this stuff and whatever, child. Let me get my life together. I'm gonna park. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna park. And then I'm gonna go. I can't go in that way. I'm gonna park first. Yes, I'm being bad, y'all. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. That's where I'm going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna whoop back around. Because this is the newest one in here in this location, and so it's doing whatever it's gonna do. Lock my doors. I forgot. I ain't got it set where my doors don't lock when I put it in park. So I'm thinking of making him something like that. I'm sorry I said it about 3-4 times, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put his little favorite things in there that I know he likes to eat, candy wise to snack on. So I'm gonna put those in there. And I'm going to put the beard stuff in there. And I might buy some beard shampoo. I don't know. But I just want to do something special for him. Because this is going to be his first time in a little while, you know, having to celebrate or try to celebrate. And, you know, not have his wife to give something to him to help him celebrate. Why are you coming and sitting up next to me? I swear, people do the most. People do the absolute most, Jesus. I just don't understand why you had to come park next to me, Lord. Why? I don't understand. Y'all, I don't be understanding why people do this. So let me try to ignore them. Because all I can do is really look at my peripheral. Because I'm just trying to understand why they parked over here. Please get on somewhere, sir. Because there's no reason for you to park over here. The building way over there. Lord. Anyway, my bad, y'all. I don't like stuff like that. It's just ignorant for no reason. So I'm just thinking of doing something nice for him like that. Because once I saw the deal, I was like, oh, you know, I was like, oh, I know somebody who got, and then I thought of everything that happened with him. He said his beard had been breaking off because of the high stress levels and all that had been going on, his depression. And so, I was like, you know what? Even though it seems to be doing better now, let's make it 10 times better. Better than he ever could have thought his beard could be. Because he bald. I told y'all he is T-Pain, except he ain't got locks. He ain't rich. Like, I can't. So anyway, but yeah, he deserves something. So I just want to get him like a little goodie bag or something, child. Before I get to the nasty part of the segment, child, because it's about to get nasty very briefly, but it's gonna get nasty. I just like being real with y'all, telling y'all what it's hitting for real. So I was doing what I was doing. It was a situation where today, where they had me, I really wasn't gonna get clocked. Nobody was gonna be able to really be like, ooh, let me clock her movements and whatever. Like, you gotta be bored. You would have had to have been bored. Now, it's funny because I'm saying that in this moment, but in all actuality, what has happened to somebody else was I came back from my break. And not long after I got back from my break, my supervisor rolled up on me and asked me, had I seen somebody who had been over there earlier? And I was like, yeah. He was like, are you sure? I ain't seen him for 4 hours. And we had been 4 hours into the shift. I was like, no, he's been over here. He was like, oh, okay, because I ain't seen him for 4 hours. I ain't know if he came over here or not. He be kind of trying to clock him. And it's like, I get it, but yeah, he was actually over there. And what will save him, if the supervisor don't believe me, is the fact that he went in the back. He's had to use his badge to, we have to use our badge for certain things. So with this particular thing we were doing, if you are doing a certain part of it, because at first he was doing it, and then myself and this pregnant woman and somebody else was doing it soon after. So we kept going back and forth back there to that area to access it. So once we do that, we're in the building, where we are, So worst case scenario, he can look and see that he was definitely there. And I told him that, and when he finally appeared, he appeared like 15 minutes later, because I told him, I said, I think he on break, because I looked at the clock 15 minutes after what time he normally goes to break. So I was like, I think he on his lunch break. He was like, oh, okay, because I ain't seen him all day. I was like, no, he been over here. So, part of me kind of think he thought that I was lying, but I'm like, no, he really was over there. Like, now, if I'm lying for you, I got to be real cool with you. It ain't even that deep to lie. So I would have been like, if he hadn't been over there, I would have been like, I don't know. I thought I saw him. It might be the worst of it. As long as I ain't got no issue with you now. If I got issues with you, I'm dropping a dime. We need to get you up out of here. Get him up out of here right now. But yeah, so that happened. Y'all, wait a minute. Remember I told y'all that there's a dude at my job that when I first met him, when he was training, I always thought he was gay. And then everybody would come to me, like, I literally do not know what it is, but people come to me for whatever reason and just be like, oh, let me run to her and ask her. I just be like, why y'all asking me like I know the answer to everything? It be tripping me out because I'm like, I really don't be knowing any of this stuff. And they will roll up. And I just be like, okay. So then this particular day, well, it had gotten to the point where people were like, hey, so is he gay? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I told y'all eventually, after quite some time had passed by, we were talking, he and I. And he randomly said, oh, well, I love women and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I ain't even asked him nothing about his sexual orientation. I don't know why he is taking it upon himself to tell me any of this, but okay. So that just ended up being that situation. I was like, all righty then. So then, the cat was out of the bag. But listen, I don't know if he bi, I don't know. But he give gay to me. He give off gay. He give off gay. Nothing about him seems even bi to me. But he could be. There are people who have completely fooled me. I thought they were gay all day. And they were straight. Ain't never looked at a man like that. None of that. And I'm just like, ooh, you fabulous, honey. Okay. You are very fabulous. And it wasn't that I was trying to judge them. It's just everything. It's like the vernacular. Everything about them screamed, I am gay. And it was just like, I don't know. So, child. Anyway, to make a long story short about that, this man told me like a week or two ago that he has a baby on the way. He said a daughter, and he said he was excited. So then today he rolled up on me while we was talking, and so at that particular time it was just me, the pregnant woman, and him. So he rolled up out of nowhere, y'all. He gets missing. He gets missing all the time. So that's why I actually was shocked that the supervisor didn't ask me about him, because he's the one who stayed missing. That's the one you need to be asking about. Because I barely saw him all day. He was supposed to be over there with us all day. So we talking, and so he rolled up. He was like, oh, well, I'm trying to work over this week. They forced me out the other day. And I told y'all, like I told y'all before, I can count on one hand how many times I got forced out on a normal day where I'm supposed to work. It might have literally been one time in the 3 years that I've worked there. Once. And even then, it didn't matter because I had been working. They had been working a mule out of me. That was literally just going to be a continuation of the extra money I was going to get. It was going to be a continuation of overtime. So, I don't get to work on this day after y'all been working me 12-hour shift after 12-hour shift that I ain't asked for. I wasn't missing out on nothing. So, they forced him out. He going to be missing out on some money, though. So he came to me and he was like, look, man, so I'm trying to work, but they got all these new people working and they got all these other people in here. And I was like, hey, ever since they did it where some people can do 12-hour shifts, some people can do 8, some kind of way, I don't understand why they always lacking when it comes to Sundays and Mondays, which are my days off. They about to start the BS back up again, y'all. Sorry, I'm just saying they about to start the foolishness back up again, where I'm going to have to volunteer to work at least 4 hours on Sunday so I can be off for my 7th day, which is Mondays. Now, I don't know if they just trying to wait it out or whatever, but for right now, they don't even have the schedule up for Monday. And I'm like, y'all got everything from today on up to Sunday. Right now, my name ain't up there at all for Sunday. I didn't think my name was going to be up there because like I told y'all, it's 10-15 of us. It's like 15, it's literally like 15 of us on the paperwork right now. Only one person is not eligible to work overtime out of the new people that came. We only had one person that came to our shift. And he's the only one who's not eligible to work overtime because he got to do 90 days first. He's a good worker, whatever, child. It don't even matter about all that because we can't even include him because he can't, he can't work. But all these people are above me. I'm third from the bottom literally right now, right? And I'm just like, why? Okay, I'm confused. Y'all have several people whose schedules are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What you need us for? What you need me for on a Monday? Now, this is what I'm saying. The only reason why I know that they are trying for right now, pending, have a draft up talking about I gotta work Monday, is because for the new department, they have a whole nother board that we have to look at. And so I just so happened to look over there. I'm talking about beyond random. I said, oh, let me look at the schedule. And when I tell y'all, I be doing the most random stuff that I normally wouldn't do, and that's how I be finding out about stuff. I just be like, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's how I figured out the foolishness was about to start. So I looked over there because, like I just told y'all, the schedule where I'm supposed to look daily only has today through Sunday up there. My name ain't up there for Sunday. My last day of work is Saturday of my normal work week. Well, I went over there. They got the printout for the whole week. They got me assigned to have to come in and work on Monday. I said, see, this is what we not finna do. This is what we not finna do. I'm tired of my spirit. So I'm kind of trying to wait it out to see what they're going to do. Because old boy, who in my mind is gay, I don't care what nobody say, he said he trying to volunteer because he got the same schedule that I have. I'm going to need for everybody to volunteer. I'm trying to do what I need to do. Listen here, look, my little yeah with the yeah just reached out to me when I was getting ready for work, right? And was like, so do you work this weekend? And I just so happened to be looking at my phone at the time. I literally was in the bathroom getting myself ready. He said, do you work this weekend? I said, I won't know for certain until I'm walking out of the building on Saturday. So then, you know what I'm saying, he opened the message and he saw it, and that was the end of it. Because he kind of, I already know what it's in for. I already know what it's in for. And I'm trying not to go down that road. Y'all trying to be good, but it's good. Let me stop it. I'm trying to be good, y'all. I'm actually surprised I have a voice right now. I have been literally screaming all day because they've been having me crying, laughing at stuff all day. But anyway, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, somebody please do something. So I don't know. And so if I do have to work, worst case scenario, if I have to work on Sunday, well, best case scenario, during the worst case scenario, if you will, would be that I got to come in for 4 hours and I get to leave at 4 a.m. I'm hoping that that's the way it's going to go. If I got to come in, I really don't even want to come in. I don't care. Run me my regular check so I can be off. Y'all, I be so tired, and I don't be realizing how tired I am when I get to the bottom of the rotation list. When I actually get to get my days off, I sleep throughout that entire weekend. And that's why when I finally did go down to the bottom of the rotation list, when I met up with my little yeah with the yeah, I told her, oh, I'll be there around this time, and drifted off and went to sleep, set the wrong alarm that I never heard, and I was dead to the world. It was a wrap. That's how tired I was. I woke up like, oh my gosh. It was dark outside or something. I said, oh God, he finna kill me. This man finna kill me. He expected me. I was supposed to have been there like an hour and a half or two ago or something like that. Child, it was a mess. So, I want to be well rested. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all getting on my nerves. And that's why I got to hurry on up. I think I got to leave them alone. Anyway, but yeah, he trying to get overtime. I said all this to say, this man talking about he got 2 kids on the way now. Well, one and a possible. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just said you had a daughter on the way. He was like, daughter? I don't know if I'm having a girl or boy. I was like, when I talked to you the other week, you said you were having a daughter. Now, if you don't remember saying that, I didn't say this part. We know you're an alcoholic, so yeah, you don't remember that you said that, but whatever. Okay, the sun, well, wait a minute. I was going to turn my lights off, but the sun trying to, it's like it's clear over here, but I don't know. When I go down the road, I think down my way it ain't bad. And the storm is going away from my house. Yeah. Because it was trying to, because here, you got to have your lights on when it's cloudy outside. So I got my lights on. I'm not one of them people where I'm going to just have my lights on in the daytime when the sun's shining and bright and blind everybody. I don't see the point. If I can turn them off, I'm gonna turn them off. So that's what I normally do. So yeah, I'm just keeping them on right now because when I go out, I'm gonna go into the so-called storm, and then once I whoop back around, I should be going away from it because it looks like everything is passing and going that way. It look like it's going, I don't even want to say, but it look like it's going, I guess, north. So anyway, but yeah, he got a whole nother child on the way, and he talking about he was having sex with some stud back in October, his friend, and he loves sex like that. So she told him that he was the only one she was having sex with, so he didn't care. He was like, shoot, I want a child anyway. I want another baby anyway, and hopefully it'll be a girl this time. And so I was like, okay. Then she done rolled up and was like, well, it's a possibility it might not be yours, because they had gone to some appointment, because he according to him, he likes to be there for the appointments and everything. So they went to some appointment, and so the girl's mama was there and was like, yeah, you might need to go ahead and get you a blood test. So then he said when they got outside of the appointment, he rolled up on her and was like, why your mama telling me I might need to get a blood test? Like, I thought you said I was the only one I was the only one you was dealing with. And so he said that she said, I mean, I did have sex with somebody else and all this other stuff. So now he don't know what the situation gonna be and all this other stuff. Child, he want to manifest a daughter. So out of the situation, he said he know for a fact that one of them is his. So he been going to appointments and things for that, and he trying to see what the benefits and things look like when you actually can, prove that you are the father of a child, because he want to be able to be off and get paid for it, because he was asking questions about that one day. Child, he be doing the most. So anyway, y'all, he had over the amount that he was supposed to have for occurrences. I found that out officially out of his mouth today, even though I already knew that. And so he was like, oh, I fought all of them. Now, if y'all let him get away with that, because he had some that were on there to the point where he was a no-call, no-show when he was assigned to work. He was a no-call, no-show a couple of times. That means 3 occurrences and some more, like several times over. We can't get no more, but we can't get over 10. He had 10 and a half. Come on now. So anyway, he got over. Talking about how somebody got over. Somebody please cue Aretha Franklin, her version of how I got over, because golly, how in the world did you get over for real? Mahalia Jackson or somebody's version of how I got over at this point, because I'm trying to figure it out. I need to know who y'all be screwing and talking to in order to get all this vacation time and to get y'all occurrences dropped, when I be having valid reasons as to why mines be setting it off like the way they do. Okay, I was about to say, why are you doing that? It's because they went to the car wash and they wanted the windshield wiper blades up. But they doing the most. Your car dry, man. What are you doing this for? What's the reason, ma'am? What is actually the reason? Anyway, so that whole situation is a mess. That had me dying laughing, because the woman who was pregnant was like, you got somebody pregnant? Because when he said somebody second child, I said, wait a minute. I said, why you shooting up all the clubs like this? I said, you just shooting up the club, ain't you? So she dying laughing. Look, he in the middle of talking. He talking so fast and so hard, and he's so passionate about what he talking about. He done picked up her water bottle, was about to drink out of it, and she was like, wait a minute, is that my water bottle or yours? And it ended up being hers. And I'm dying laughing. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I've been literally hollering all day. It was so bad, and I was so loud that the dude that I play with all the time, and I tell her I'm a gangster, I'm a G, and all this other stuff, this man was all the way on the whole other side of the building. He came less than 5 minutes after, like, my first or second outburst, and was like, I don't appreciate how you're down here laughing like this, especially since I'm not the one making you laugh. You need to quiet down. I shouldn't have to hear you. I was like, well, why are you hating? I feel like you're hating because you're not the one making me laugh, and you're not down here enjoying what's going on. Why don't you join in on the fun instead of hating? So he was like, nah, ain't nobody got time for this. Y'all loud. I'm like, you hating because the supervisor saw me. Both the supervisors saw me, and they ain't say a word. I don't care what nobody say. I am going to laugh. If something is funny to me, I am going to laugh. I don't care how it come out. Y'all might as well give it up. I'm country. It's going to be loud. It's going to be ignorant. It's going to be all of that. Especially if it's hilarious to me or it's a rap. So be glad. Be lucky if you actually make me laugh. Because it kind of takes a lot to make me laugh for real. Like heartily laugh. So yeah, a lot of that was going on. It was bad. It was terrible. It was hilarious. I got my entire life. I don't understand why all these people roll up on me, y'all. But I'm about to leave soon and get my stuff. Because everybody really is. I don't like this. When I tell y'all, if y'all knew how much parking lot was here, just at the daggum Chick-fil-A where I'm at, y'all would be like, well, why is everybody rolling up next to you? The other person's still here next to me, and I'm just like, why? But anyway, I'm trying to ignore them. But y'all see this big old red truck that's parked up next to me for what? So anyway, moving right along. Yes, please leave. Thank you. So the first person finally left. Child, I can't wait to move because I don't understand what was the purpose of this. What else was I gonna tell y'all? So my friend, he didn't come in because like I was trying to tell y'all earlier, they were saying, oh, well, y'all gotta do all this. I asked her, I said, hey, tell him to come by. I forgot if I told y'all or not, but they ended up forcing them out so they couldn't come in to work. And I'm just like, y'all knew that this was gonna be a situation that needed to be rectified long before now. Why would y'all not have what y'all needed to have in place? It's just ignorant, y'all. People that's just ignorant for no reason. And I'm just like, what's y'all over here messing up people's checks? Now, granted, this is a half day for them, but a lot of people still depend on that half day. If you get your hours the way you're supposed to get them, you get 42 hours a week. At least give me I done already told these people, all I want is my bare minimum and I will go home, do what you do. But they becoming real ignorant, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like the Lord might have, the universe, the Lord, somebody was looking out for me because I ain't got time for this. Because I'm not finna volunteer to have to go and make up my hours doing something I don't want to do, which is where I'm at right now. So no, thank you. I'm good where I'm at. So anyway, I'll catch him tomorrow or whatever it is and just tell him I got something for him. I'll give it to him later or whatever because I devoured that candy. I was real hungry. My stomach was touching my back then. Shoot, I was hungry. But anyway, we got to figure out what's gonna go on with these children because people be like, who let him knock them up? I don't be understanding. Ain't nothing about him appealing to where I would be sober and think to myself, you know what? Let me go ahead and see what that mouth do. Is that thing thinking down there? Let me let him bust it wide open, tell him to bring it back. None of that. I don't understand. It disgusts me just to even possibly halfway think about it. I'm trying to understand why they even considering it. I ain't finna be, I'm sorry. As I've already explained before, I'm not hard up. I'm not hard up. And that's why I be looking at people who act the way they do at work and they make up these lies like I gotta sit up there and lie about us having an ongoing sexual relationship when I don't have the slightest interest in you. When you walk by, I don't get moist. I don't want to bite my lips. Speaking of, let me go ahead and segue into what I was going to tell y'all. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to be nasty. Then I'm going to leave real quick. So the dude that I have the sexual chemistry with or whatever, the sexual energy, all of that with or whatever. So he kept walking by because he was going to break. It wasn't he was trying to do it on purpose. So he left his area, which is furthest away, and then he walked by where I was. So the first time he walked by, there wasn't nobody around. So then he was doing certain things or whatever, and I was like, I was being nasty, right? Because I'm like, oh, you being nasty. I'm going to match the nasty that you're being because he is already nasty. But I don't know if he's going to be too nasty for me, so I'm actually kind of scared. Y'all, I'm actually kind of scared to deal with him like that. Because, if he don't be the type of nasty that I am, so to speak, because it's like I'm nasty, but I'm not. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be too much for me, and I might be mortified a little bit. I don't know. It might actually inadvertently do what I'm trying to do, which is to put my own self in retirement when it comes to sex, right? I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, he was nasty. Like, oh, you nasty. And we both knew what it was hitting for with nobody around. I'm like, ooh. So then he walked by another time. He was being nasty, and I looked around and see nobody. I was like, Then he like, it was people around. The second time, so somebody had just walked away. So he walked all the way up to me. And this was after he was returning back, after he had just walked back after being nasty or whatever, right? And so he had came back from his break, and so he rolled up on me, showed all 32 of the teeth. I already told y'all the man dark skin. He darker than me. He true dark skin. Dark skin, tall, bald. You ain't help but to see this man. So he's smiling. All you see is all 32 of the teeth. So he was like, he asked if he could do certain nasty things. I said, what? He was asking if he could do certain nasty. I said, you need to get away from me. And I was saying that because he's very tempting. I ain't gonna hold you. The man is tempting. I was like, man, he already know. He kind of know he kind of getting in my head, and I ain't got no reason to lie to him, because if he asks me, I'm gonna say it. But I done already told y'all that this man done said to me, like, if I ask you out on a date, will you go? And I was like, what you mean? Like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm really fully understanding, because what is you talking about? What you talking about a date? So he talking about taking me out on dates and things. And one day he said something about, we should, like, in person, he said to me, we should go get breakfast and then, like, go back to my place and just watch stuff. Because I've already made it clear to him that I don't want him to ever think that he's guaranteed to get some box or whatever. For me, you're not guaranteed to get no sex all because we have great conversations about sex or whatever. Because like I've always said, what I will always forever say, to me, it ain't that deep to talk about sex. To me, that's normal to me. But sex is a taboo subject for a lot of people. I get that. It is what it is. And if I understand that that's the type of person you are, I will respect that and go on by my, why is everybody, y'all, I'm finna get from over here. But yeah, this is the end of it, y'all. But I just want to tell y'all about that. But yeah, we done had conversations. And I told him that I appreciate him being 100% honest with me at all times. Say what you need to say. Do what you feel. But I'm going to be honest with you too and tell you, like, I'm scared. I don't know how this going to go. You nasty. I don't know if I'm nasty like you. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't want you to get your hopes up thinking you finna be guaranteed to get something just because we have amazing, like, chemistry and we have so much in common that we can talk about. No, it ain't guaranteed you gonna get nothing from over here. I'm not hard up. I already got me a little yeah with the yeah. So if I want something, I already know of somebody who already know what to do. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to be good, but it's not working in my mind. Like, I done got to the point where I was like, I'm really fighting the urge to buy some really good knee pads. And when I tell y'all, I have never in life thought of a knee pad or none of that. Now, I thought of like the little wedges that you could put up under yourself or up under your partner when you in certain positions to kind of elevate and like put you, wherever you need to be. I hadn't thought about that, of course, but yeah, I ain't never thought of a knee pad because some things was happening last time. Some things was happening and it was amazing. And yeah, it was quite awesome. And it has crossed my mind a time or five that maybe I need to invest in some knee pads real quick. Because my body was enjoying what was going on. And yeah. But yeah, anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it as usual. I'm about to go over here and get me something to eat and go dry my clothes and get to the house. Y'all have a good day. Bye.